I don't just give you permission, I encourage it actively.
I encourage. Yeah, apart from that one time that dude came into chat and started.
Yeah, apart from the one time when it actually happened.
Yeah, and then that actually made me incredibly uncomfortable.
I encourage it in the abstract, but if you ever actually do it, I will tell you to stop.
Yeah, only
because I don't actually enjoy it.
Never actually say it.
Yeah. There is a prediction up, so
yeah,
absolutely
there's about 1 minute left on the prediction. Go.
You can absolutely predict. And meanwhile, the picks and bans are in. Don't ban dive. Don't ban dive. God damn it.
Oh dear. Valley being banned out though is interesting. At least that opens up some stuff. Doesn't show up for you. I'm afraid there's not much I can do about that.
Yeah.
It should be at the top of the chat.
Yeah.
Everybody reload at the same time. Crash Twitch servers. Let's go.
Molotov did pick Valley in both of their matches in the group stage, and they looked pretty good on it.
Okay.
Looked fine on it. So there you go. They'll pick Cosmos. Yeah, if Valley gets banned, Cosmos is Valley but different. That's not true at all. They contain a very different mix of surfaces and turns.
Edge.
Ooh,
First
we'll
map
see Edge
for Team GxP. Interesting.
Boat Mudder. Edge, Pepe point. Oh,
we've got to the stage of the day where there are notable gaps in.
I'm counting down the hour and 2 hours until the Ireland-Scotland rugby starts.
I want to go make food. I'm not gonna lie.
I had some pizza during our break.
I have food prepared. You have pizza during the break? Damn.
Yeah.
I haven't eaten today.
Pretty good. I also had chips.
Ooh.
Potato fries. I ate
very
fruits.
British. You ate fruit.
Much the same way Son did.
The funny something funny about like Greek tourism is that
quick Molotov, if you follow the channel you get 300 points and then you can bet on them.
Yeah, get too quick.
Follow.
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 You get go. Oh.
Sorry, Twiggy, what were you saying?
Funny thing about Greek tourism.
Yeah.
You are made fun of if you order chips instead of rice because
really
it's a very British thing apparently to do that. Like that only Brits do that. So
because like in a very hot climate as well, like rice is less greasy than chips and things. Like I could definitely see that being nicer.
Well, plus potatoes are harder to come by than in those kinds of climates anyway.
You're at the splitting of Europe. There is potato Europe and tomato Europe.
Yeah, potato. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Greece is firmly in tomato Europe.
Firmly, very firmly, in fact.
And Ireland is deep in potato Europe.
Yeah. Could you probably make the same kind of thing across the world as bread and rice? I reckon you could do that.
Almost definitely, yeah.
I wonder where the line would cross. Definitely past Turkey.
Yeah. And there is definitely cultures that embrace both, though. It's a little bit less clearly defined. Like I think there's a lot of North African cuisines that like
I think
both
also,
like flatbreads
if you
and
think
rice.
It would have to be a very wiggly line because a lot of South Asia as well, or like that kind of area has both, and then kind of it splits off towards Southeast Asia towards rice.
Yeah.
So that is interesting. Yeah, people need to do more of those kinds of.
And it's also like there's the issue where it's. I think what you're kind of talking about then is like staple carbohydrate, and like some parts of the world, like Italy. But like Italy pasta is going
that's a good point.
Be in there as your staple carbohydrate.
I would say let's say dough based or flour based.
Yes, that's fair. Flour based versus rice based is a fair distinction. Yeah, because pasta's just bread. That's what Twiggy is saying, and Twiggy is absolutely right.
Pasta is
it's just fancy bread.
It is poached,
boiled bread.
Yeah. That is all it is. Yeah, no, and it's the same thing with stuff like dumplings. That's just steamed bread. Well, it quite literally is just steamed bread, really. But
good point, Twiggy. Well made.
Does pizza count as? Yes, pizza counts as. What?
It is bread.
It is quite literally bread.
One of the 3 core ingredients is bread. Hey, we're live. Rounds have started. The team from Turkey, Molotov Gaming.
I bet you all missed the classic Twiggy Newer podcast. I bet you all missed that.
Beta Toast is still doing the jump line.
Yeah. Ignite out ahead for now. Huso behind. But again, I think this is going to be probably our most tight match of the day.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm hoping for it. I'd love to see one go all the way to map 7 here in this knockout stage of the wildcard. Whether or not we get to see that, well, hopefully we at least get close matches. We've had one so far today, went all the way to map 6 between Sprout and Trident. GxP versus Molotov has potential to go that far, and honestly further.
Yeah. Nobody taking the funny line. We've seen that from 2 players so far. One got burned, the other one very much gained off of it, but it was more of a last-ditch effort. Oh, no, not a last-ditch effort. It was very much a, we've already won the map, I'm going to do this because it's funny. So I want to see if anybody actually regus that at some point. Oh, dear. You don't want to regu that. So moving down into last place, and wow, there was a draw at the top.
But does bread count as bread? Well, it depends.
Count as rice?
Look, bread doesn't count as bread if we're talking about bread as a metaphor for money.
Ooh,
gotta get that bread. In which case, bread is not bread.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. We're fully just podcasting now. Chatting has ensued at this point. We're paying attention to the game.
Well, speak for yourself.
We're paying attention to the game. It might not show in the commentary, guys.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're on map 1. There's a lot of road left to be driven before we get anywhere near a finish for this one. So there's time to focus up. And look, it was a good first round. Ended up being a draw. We're in draw position again. Huso leads from Henkang, leads from Beta Toast, and now it's an ace position for GxP. This is Molotov's map pick. Giving up an ace early is going to feel real bad. Yeah.
Right now, it does seem like that is the case. Ignite on the chase. And anything can go wrong here on the identity, but it seemed less, well, obviously less and less likely as we've moved forward in the competition. We've reached that stage where you're not expecting massive amounts of mistakes here, and oh, the speed might be good. Oh, it's a tie once again, but Ignite was behind on the final checkpoint.
Needed a couple more inches to get that nose in front and separate them by 1,000th, but not able to means that is the ace for GxP. It's 4-1 on the scoreboard, and Molotov, they're suddenly staring down the barrel a little bit here on their own map pick, kicking things off on Cosmos. I think there's a risk to that where Cosmos, in some ways, is not one of the more complex maps in this pack. So if it is one of the ones that you're kind of focusing on, is like, yeah, this is one of the ones that we're going to do well on, you run a very high risk, I think, of other teams just being good at it without that much practice.
Yeah, no, I agree. Right now, Ignite back out ahead, trying to gain back some of those points here. Molotov, obviously this is their map, but let's just point out obvious things till the end of the stream.
Yeah, I mean, the issue with the kill feed, is that there's no kills happening right now.
Yes, no. I mean, again, this is one of those maps where, like, are there going to be a massive amount of respawns? Nah. You kind of just own your mistakes here. If you lose out on some time, oh, well, there's one. Ignite respawns.
Yeah, and it will be GxP then picking up another round win. They move up 6-2 already. And I think that means that we're not quite at the point where Molotov now need an ace, but they would need to win every round if they don't get an ace in order to tie things at 10-10. Yeah,
pretty much. And that's not a good sign, considering this is their map pick. But again, this map, a lot of teams are confident on it. It's not, completely telling if the higher seed loses their map pick, if it is something like Cosmos or what's the other water one called? That's not dive. Surf, that's it. Yes, of course. On one of them you dive into the water, and the other one you surf on the water.
Oh, great. Fantastic map naming conventions going on.
Yeah, true, actually. No, I like dumbing down the names further. We need to just until it's...
and that's, like the way that GeForce has just become hamster map.
Yes. Dee-da-dee-da-dee-da-do-do. Oh, come on, everybody, do the hamster man. Wait, what?
G-Force is a movie about the hamster CIA.
Oh. Well, no, I'm aware. I was just...
Yeah. I thought you were singing, like, the theme song from that.
That's just called the Hamster Dance. It was a song in, like, the early 2000s internet.
Oh, don't crash. You can't afford a crash.
That is unfortunate. I can't afford a crash.
No. My insurance rates would go very high.
Yeah, if you crashed into a pole head on, I don't think your insurance rates would be the most of your worries.
Depends on how good the airbags are.
That's not don't. That's
don't.
You can't that.
Yeah, well, I think the fact he did has kind of gone to show that he can. So.
Yeah, evidently.
Yeah, this jump line kind of working out for Beta Toast. Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, if you get it correct every time, you're not going to lose out on a massive amount of time. It's just riskier than it's riskier and slightly minusculely slower than the other way, I think.
Yeah.
I can hear you fiddling with your toy.
I know, that's the problem. I have the
that sounded odd. That sounded real odd.
Well, okay, yeah, it's the fidget toy. It's just a cube. Don't worry about it. Someone go for the bounce so that we can focus on that and get excited. Nobody has. Beta Toast holds on to the lead. Henkang is Henkang. I see the 6 and my brain wants to say G. Henkang is currently in 3rd place, and this is looking like GxP moving up to 9 points already. Yeah. Ignite is leading. No crashes so far. Beta Toast, that looked scary, but everyone is safely through, and that means round win for GxP.
Yeah, solid so far. We're yet to see, obviously, if this is GxP being just good on this map, and it was just kind of an unfortunate circumstance that Molotov picked into their one of their confident picks, or whether it is just GxP outclassing Molotov for the time being. It just does seem like they're faster on this map, at least.
Let me introduce you to the word jeepers, which we had Doomjacked saying just constantly at XP Evo.
Really?
Which was fully wormed into my brain.
I do love the word jeepers. It is a good word. Jeepers.
Yeah, you really got to get that, Middle Europe inflection on it.
Good, jeepers. The brain rot is in full swing. It
really, like, full Trackmania brain rot. I came back from XP Evo, and I went out for dinner with my parents that night and my brother because it was his birthday. No. And I just spent the entire someone would say something, I'd just wallbang.
Unintentional wallbang,
but legal.
Still legal.
Still legal, not helping, as they are still getting aced as things stand. They're not anymore. Beta Toast crashes. If Henkin crashes, Molotov are still in this one. Henkin is a little bit slow. Huso crashes. It was on. It was there. If Huso doesn't crash that, maybe Molotov are still alive on Cosmos, but unfortunately Huso has crashed. GxP will take the map.
I do have a lot of those kind of things that I've picked up from somewhere and brought into my life, and everyone 100%
came back, and it was just the German "Ja, man."
Ja, man.
Someone would say something in dinner.
"Boah" a lot, just random.
So absolutely,
just, and nobody knows that one. No, like nobody knows what I'm doing. They just think I'm making a noise.
Full Trackmania brain rot coming in on that one. But I came back and my mother just kept laughing at me because I would say, yeah. And she was like, how you've been there for like 3 days. How have you picked this up so quickly? It's like German interjections.
Yeah. I mean, this is the reason my mum didn't want me to study in Birmingham. That exact reason.
It's fair, honestly. Yeah, I got lucky going to Liverpool that, COVID forced me to stay indoors the entire time, and I didn't pick any of the Liverpudlian accent up.
It was genuinely, look, I don't care where you go to uni, but whatever you do, please just don't go to Birmingham. I don't want you to pick up that accent. It's like, damn, okay.
I mean, shout out to all of those accents. I'm sure you sound lovely in person. Oh, hey, it's fine. We're on to Edge. Yay! Hey. This will surely... The name of this map never leads to the conversation becoming more deranged.
No, not whatsoever. I think when this came out, when the preview came out on YouTube, I was like, I'm going to be a dick towards you. I hope you're aware of this,
Why me?
Funny. Who else can I make fun of?
Well, I think based on today, pretty much anyone.
Yeah, that's a good point.
We've just gone off the back of making fun of the Birmingham accent.
Yeah, I can get away with it, but that doesn't mean I want to.
Yeah, fair. Hey, Yuso double respawned, and that means that right now this is potentially another round win for GxP, who are riding high off of winning Cosmos against the run of picks.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is one of those maps that is very divisive. If you're picking it, you're pretty likely to.
Where did Beta go?
Where did Beta go?
What happened there, buddy?
Where did Beta go?
Beta?
Where did Beta go?
Where did Beta go?
Where did Beta go in?
Now, where's Huso gone? Has Huso managed to finish? No, Huso's respawned again.
Where's Huso go?
Huso!
Where did Beta
go?
What was that?
Where did everyone go? Jesus Christ.
Look, I get that Egg is a bit, like...
Yeah, you still expect the players to finish.
He was at the finish.
Yeah, I genuinely would like to see the replay of Beta and what happened at that final end. It must have been something bad with reactor shenanigans.
Yeah.
Or water bounce.
Yeah.
Oh, Hazza. Oh, dear.
I get. Oh, yeah. Okay. Players can't finish because it's Edge. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it does make
sense.
All
right. Hey, Molotov have a lead, though, which is pretty important for them. And they've started off this second round pretty strong as well. Huso, though, is a little bit slow. Caught a wheel on the way up onto that platform. So Henkin pushing for second place at the moment. Huso will still be in with a shout. We've seen that this finish is causing problems.
Yes, for sure. I think that is the way things are going so far. But hey, momentum is momentum. And I think Molotov are going to take it all the way to the bank. And another round win for them. Peter, do you want to replicate what happened to you? No. Okay. Never mind.
Do want to see that replay at some point.
Yeah.
GxP trailing by 2. And so far, Twiggy, neither team's map pick is kind of working out for them.
No, not at the moment. Obviously, I would say those last 2 rounds could definitely be outliers. Things did not go as planned for GxP. But we'll see. We'll see. Molotov do seem... well, maybe not in the first round, but they seem relatively confident compared to a lot of teams that get edge picked against them, I think.
Yeah. And if anyone is wondering in terms of how it works when less players finish than there are in the lobby, it does just kind of count best case scenario for the first place team.
Right.
So if 1 car finishes and 3 cars don't finish, that's an ace for the 1 car that does finish. If someone comes first, someone comes second, and as we saw, the other 2 cars don't finish, it just assumes that the player who came first would have had a teammate that finished third, and you get the round win. And then obviously it's a draw if 3 players finish, and it's kind of 1 player from one team in first and 2 players from the other team, because that would be best case scenario is just the draw at that point for the player in first.
Yep. It's basically 1v1 rules.
Yeah, it gives you the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
exactly. Which is cool.
Speaking of the benefit of the doubt, I don't know how that ties in. Molotov now on 6 and 3. Why didn't they move? Okay, why didn't they move the finish a little closer, like a little further forward, so that when players finish, they go onto the ramp? Yeah,
would be pretty cool.
That would be very cool.
I guess just unfortunately
going.
The mapper is not very skilled.
Skill issue?
Skill issue, I guess. They actually never managed to finish the map themselves, and so they hadn't worked out that was a possibility.
Right, yeah. Well, shame.
Edge is probably my favorite map across the World Tour.
I think it actually is one. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites at the very least.
I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes in the later rounds. That's rough for Henkin because you don't have any speed for this turnaround now. That's going to be Henkin coming in with a respawn any second. Oh, Henkin made it. I'm impressed.
Wow.
I genuinely didn't think Henkin was going to manage to get there. Yeah. I'm impressed.
All right, well.
Then it doesn't ignite then. Straight to the line.
Yeah, tough battle between these two. Benethos, oh dear. I think tried to take all the height out of the jump. It did not work out. Took all of the length out of the jump and now gone. And Ignite is going to come home in first place and probably Huso in third as well. Oh no, never mind. Huso gone. Bye-bye.
Hey, Huso. It is going to be Huso in third. So it is Molotov with another round win.
Yeah.
that'll just kind of, get them up to 8-4. It's been very straightforward for them so far. GxP just not managing to mount a credible threat for first place, other than in the round where Beta Toast just full crashed at the end in a very strange way.
Molotov, it's not my fault that you're blue team, but you have red cars, okay?
Yeah. It is a little bit confusing.
It's very confusing. Either way.
Caster skill
2
issue.
points left to go. Yeah, caster skill issue. 2 points left to go here for Molotov. On their opponent's map pick, once again, we switched things up nicely. Are we sure the map pick? Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Are we? I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
I'm losing my mind.
No, this was GxP's map pick.
This was GxP's
Correct.
map pick, yeah.
Yes. You're right, I think. And Ignite is in the lead again. Beta Toast really tried to go low on this jump and tries to go quite low again. This time it works a little bit better, but Ignite still carries a little bit of speed out of it and holds on. Huso has to respawn, so this might just deny the round win, the map win, and Beta will deny the round win completely, as that was a great snipe at the finish line. Henkin comes third, and so GxP do finally pick up a round win. Maybe a little bit too little too late. They need an ace next round.
Yes, they do indeed. And that has not come for them yet. So we'll see if it works out. I mean, Beta Toast has had trouble with consistency on this map. I think everybody's had a little trouble, but speed has been good so far from GxP. It's just whether or not they can get it in one try.
Ignite leads the round as well. So Molotov, 1 car in the top 2. You've seen it before, you've heard it before. When you're on 9 points, that's all you need to get. And they don't have it anymore as Ignite flips the wheel and falls into 3rd. 4th place, it comes down to Huso.
Here we go. Huso had a little trouble at the end last time. So now GxP in a good position, really good position to get this one done. Huso limits his wall rider there to try and get into the backwards part quicker, at the risk of not making the speed check, obviously, but does gain a little bit of time on Henkin hit. Now neck and neck now. Goes for a really low jump, and it's fine, I think. I think lost some speed there, but it's hard to tell. The rubber banding was a factor there, but it looks like it is going to be that ace that GxP need. A PB from Beta Toast. Within a second of the world record now, which is quite impressive on Edge. And here we go.
So GxP, they could do it. They could do it. It's back to a tie, which does mean that we're functionally in overtime. Whoever wins another round next does win the track. And for GxP, it'll be a big comeback on the track. And a very important win as they go 2-0 up in the match.
Really important. Obviously, expected technically because it's their that's a rare one.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Beta Toast now needs to come in first place, pretty much. That is about the only thing that can happen unless a massive respawn comes through from Ignite or Huso and, well, both, sorry. And it's not looking likely at the moment. Although, catches up a little bit further here. Moving on through a little too much speed, had to slide a little there, but really, really close to these two players now. The overtake is pretty much the only... Oh my god, okay, it's fine. Hung a wheel there, lost a bit of time. That's really unfortunate. This is pretty much the only time you can gain anything here. Both Molotov players are through safely. Beta Toast not looking like there's a route through on this one. It looks like it's going to be an ace for Molotov to close things out on their opponent's map pick. Oh, Huso flies into the air. It's still enough.
Hang on. How far away is Henkin? Oh, Huso managed to land that somehow.
Yeah, he just did a straight up into the air flip. That was kind of wild.
Oh, there you go. So, not the cleanest end to it, but Molotov do pick up the track, and therefore we're tied 1-1 once again on the points, and not the order you'd expect it to happen in, but it is impressive. We do have a replay. Can we go to it? Yes, we can.
Ah, beautiful. FOD ravine.
All right. Yeah. This is for learning exactly what has happened here. This is Beta Toast's crash to see what actually happened.
Did you put it in slow-mo? Look at this guy.
Oh, fancy as hell. Watch, but falls off the edge and out the side.
Yeah, rode up the penalty sand thing block that goes like that.
Yes. Well spotted, Twiggy. Yes, thank you. I have watched the same replay you just did just there.
I thought I'd provide some more insight into what happened.
He's very good, and mostly because he did in fact miss that jump down onto the platform, which yeah, we've seen people miss before. Not a massive surprise there. Anyway, we go on to our next track. This is G-Force.
Yes.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe no.
Hold on.
No,
you're confusing me. No, it's not.
No, it's
why
not.
did you say that?
I don't know. Just
you confused me. Oh!
Oh! It's twisted.
What is wrong with you? Oh yeah, the Massa map. The Massa cheating map.
Yeah.
How did he get his name there? What happened?
We've already established that
yeah,
it is just taking the online. We figured this out, Twiggy.
Yeah, but I thought it was just going to be the players that were playing.
Yeah.
You
know?
No. There you go.
Maybe someone will beat it, and then you won't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah. It makes me unsettled. Massa has not played in the Trackmania World Championship this year before.
Yeah, correct.
Yep.
Well spotted. Huso holds off Henkin and Beta Toast, but it's very close down to the end. Good line from Huso, though. Should be enough to keep that one all the way through and picks up a round win. 104.6 is quick enough, and I'd expect that's a decent enough time to win a lot of rounds here, honestly.
Yep, probably. Clean. Now.
Well, you say I am seeing a clean round in chat, and I did note someone 5 seconds behind.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Questionable definition of a clean round.
You know, all things come down to perspective.
Yeah, you're dead right there, Twiggy.
It's clean to me.
Fair enough. I don't want to see what your hands look like when you come out of the bathroom.
I am very like
fastidious.
What does that mean?
You are very careful about always washing your hands.
Yeah.
There you go.
I will, like, after anything, if I touch anything, pretty much.
That sounds scary. Huso is winning. Huso leads from Breite Toast.
Nice.
Henkang de Granite.
Wow, that's where did the G and R come for before Ignite's name there?
I don't know.
It looks like it's going to be a round win though for GxP. A very close round, honestly.
Yeah. And
a good time for Beta Toast. Nothing groundbreaking, but enough to get that round win. Make it a 3-2 scoreline.
I do love this idea. We just much like the idea of having the normal guy at the Olympics.
The normal guy at the 100 meter, yeah.
Normal guy in. Hazza, it's time to start driving, buddy. Just jump in.
Let's go.
Get Hazza in to start playing some rounds.
Put him in, coach.
Try and win. I reckon some of these rounds are winnable, honestly.
Yeah, a couple of them I reckon I would come third, second place, maybe.
Yeah. Possibly. Oh, Beta lost a lot of speed just there. Ignite through into first place. Huso in third at the moment. And maybe even an ace for Molotov as Huso gets a great exit out of the middle section of the map, which really is kind of the section before the identity that seems to do a lot of the separation.
For sure. Now Molotov in that ace position. We've had it a couple times before. There's been a couple of bonks that have kept him away from getting those 3 points. This time looking good. Staying ahead of Beta Toast and Henken, though the gap has closed significantly. Should be enough to keep it to the end. A little bit of airtime for Henken. Keeps him away from getting any kind of speed advantage. Ignite sets a PB of 0.6 there.
Yeah, and look, maybe we're going to get a little bit of normality in this match. Maybe teams will win the match they've picked. Molotov take the lead back on Twisted, their second map pick of the match. We have seen it before, that, you know, first map pick is a map that you think you can do well on. Second map pick is kind of the biggest comfort pick, the one that you're most confident on for kind of middle of the match, and then maybe you're saving something for picks 5 and 6. And right now Molotov, they're definitely starting to look a little bit more comfortable on Twisted, as Ignite and Huso out to another great start on this round.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it just takes you a little bit to get warmed up into a map, a series, anything. And I think Molotov have been, especially on their on map 1, weren't really playing at their peak.
Sure.
And so I think definitely this is a case of series long kind of warm-up thing, and hopefully within the next couple of maps, we will see more what we expect out of Molotov, a little more consistency coming through, because this is looking really good. This has been clean so far now in the last couple rounds.
Yeah, they are pretty far in front right now, the pair of them, and Ignite will be the player to win the round, but Huso is very close behind as well, and the times are continuing to improve out of Molotov as well. They move to 8-3 and 1 round win away from going up in the match.
Indeed. 2 more points to go here. First and third, all they need now, and that's been looking pretty likely so far. GxP have had a difficult time really getting into this one, not for lack of consistency, it's just the pace has not really been there. They're generally losing out on about half a second by the time they get to the final few turns, and that's a massive amount on a map like this where every turn keeps compounding the errors that you already have.
Yeah, well, there is a big error that comes through from Beta Toast, and all of a sudden, a lot of pressure on Henkin's shoulders. Told off Ignite and Huso. The dogs are coming, and they're coming fast. I didn't mean for you to bark, Twiggy.
Well, you said the dogs. You said.
I said the word dog. That's not an invitation to bark,
isn't it?
Well, all right, maybe it was.
Either way, Henkin looks like
doing a really good job. Yeah,
that lead. Listening to don't call me that.
Hey,
Jesus.
look, Henkin's crossing the line. 104.6 is quick. It's PB for Henkin, and Ignite and Huso will at least pick up the draw. GxP, they need back-to-back. Yeah, they need back-to-back aces now.
Yes, that is an unfortunate circumstance to be in, considering how consistently Molotov have had a player in the top 2. I mean, it's very unlikely that is going to happen. With Henkin making an early mistake, things just get a little bit worse.
Just that little bit more unlikely. It's not necessarily a track where you see massive time-losing crashes. It's definitely a track where it's easy to lose kind of 5 tenths, 6 tenths, as we'll see there from Huso, who is going to lose maybe 4 or 5 tenths, maybe more. The issue is Henkin and Beta Toast are both doing the same thing, and that just leaves Ignite 6 to 7 tenths clear of anyone else.
Oh,
that's a big crash.
Beta Toast just killed a family of 4.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. Ignite on his way through to close things out on this map, get things back in their favor, and start to warm up a little further into this one, because it has been slowly getting better from the 2 Molotov players. It's just it's taken a little bit too much time, a little bit more time than they would have liked. Ignite comes home with a 104.5, a convincing time, and that'll be the map.
Yep. Beta Toast will warm up those tires for the next track, sweaving his way down that final straight. And it is Molotov up 2-1 in this series so far. GxP looking to strike back, and now would be a great time to copy Molotov and win on your own track pick. It would be a very bad time to revert to form and lose on your own track pick.
Yes, for sure. And yeah, I mean, this series has been, despite the fact it's been a closer one than the ones we've seen today, it has been a little weird. There's been a little, there are a lot of unforced errors coming through in areas that we wouldn't expect from both of these teams. And I think it's just one of those ones where maybe, I don't know what it is about this matchup that has created these circumstances, but they're weird crashes a lot of the time. It's not like one team has really created a foothold in the series yet. All right, apparently we've got a little timeout.
That's I'm putting in my food order at the same time. So, Twiggy, keep talking.
I thought you already ate pizza.
The Ireland-Scotland match is on, and my dad is on the way down to the Thai place.
Okay, that's fair. Okay. Understandable.
I had half pizza. There's half a pizza left there.
Great. So you've got Thai food and half a pizza coming.
Pizza's for tomorrow, okay? I'll eat the other half then.
Okay. It's been a while since I've seen this map.
Yep, back into GeForce.
Yeah, my favorite map, GeForce. I mean, to be fair, there is a lot of G-forces that go on in this map.
Like right here. You got to imagine that's a lot of neck strength. And it is going to be 2 cars sliding out. Beta and Huso both lose ground to Ignite and Henkin.
Yeah, well, Ignite up in first. Now Henkin right behind, and a lot of areas in this map where things can go very wrong. You can make up a lot of time, so nobody is out of this round yet whatsoever. Huso only down by 1.2 seconds. I'm going to assume there's going to be a lot of respawns over the course of this one. That was a little wicked from Henken. A little bit of a side flip going on.
It wasn't that quick, though.
No,
it has kind of dropped Henken back into the clutches of Huso and Beta Toast. Beta Toast is going to respawn on that one.
Wobble.
You've definitely seen that cause problems. Beta will respawn again, which means that right now it's up to Henken to deny the ace. Ignite a long way out in front. Good lineup means Ignite should be safe up in front. We want to land early here, get as much speed as possible. Well pulled off. And it should be okay. Huso is respawned, so keep an eye on that. Beta could maybe turn this into a draw. Not quite, as Huso is still close enough to get that finish through.
Yeah. Always fun trying to figure out what's going on this map at any given time. Especially when the gaps start to come through between all of these. We'll see how that develops, though. Again, we are back once again on a GxP pick here, but Molotov still. Oh,
yeah.
Well, I was gonna say doing well, but that's
yep, 2 players from Molotov suddenly very much not doing well.
Disappeared.
As Beta and Henken cruise off into the distance. Ignite is 3 seconds down. Huso's respawn, even worse, is now 9 seconds down on this. It's just about keeping your nose clean to the line for the 2 players in red.
Yeah, I think that is probably going to be fine. you never really know on this map. That's a little. I was going to say it's an awkward bounce. It's actually kind of perfect in every single way. But it's all going to come down to all of these last areas. Nobody gets a wobble. Beta Toast, however, somehow still misses the speech. Well, I guess it's not really a speech. I guess more of an angle check of the car. And back he goes. Ignite may be able to overtake off the back of that. That's not great. Oh, it's fine.
Good.
Saved.
It works.
Saved. Speed is fine.
Yeah. All right.
Those.
Fair enough. Yeah, works out for Henken. Beta looked low on speed and will be behind Ignite anyway, but it should still be the round win. It is, as GxP closes up 3-3.
Yeah. Well, let's see if Huso going to get a bit of practice in here at the finish line. Yeah, all good. Nice. Okay. Victory. We've had a lot of drama on this map over the course of the World Championship so far, I think. I think it's one of those ones where if it's at the end of a series or something like that, something going wrong is just so much more potent.
It's true. We are at least in a point where it's not completely decisive.
Yeah,
Is everyone around that cleanly? Everyone is. Don't see that very often.
Nice
4 players still in the race.
Yeah. Beta Toast out ahead by a pretty significant margin already. As we've seen so far, that doesn't mean a whole lot.
Yeah, and I mean, Henken is kind of behind by the same margin as well. It's 4 players pretty well spread out, and actually their gap is shrinking between all of them. It's down to 3/10 separating everyone at the moment, as Ignite continues to gain on Beta, but Beta landed so early. You can see the kind of speed boost that you get out of that then. Beta going very fast. Yeah,
Huso has a little bit low speed. Oh, clips a wheel. Will he make it? He hasn't respawned, so I assume made it to the reactor booster there. Yeah, you can hear him behind. Beta Toast. Oh, clips a wall. Back down.
Yeah.
Ignite in first. It's an awkward angle.
Oh, dear.
Oh, didn't make it. Oh, dear. Henken gets a little slowdown, but it should be good to the very end. Ignite back there. Huso comes home in second place. Beta Toast clean for second. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, maybe he goes too high there. I don't know how you would do that, but
that was like a triple backflip from Ignite to land perfectly on the wall then as well. Very impressive. GxP, they move up by a single point, and they'll want to at least maintain that and probably hopefully extend it a little bit to bring us back to 2-2.
Well, back to... Excuse me?
Huso?
Huso?
Huso? Don't see that one very often either.
No, you really don't. Wow. All right. Beta Toast very good at the start of this map, apparently. Able to pretty easily make half a second of a difference on everyone else in the lobby, including his own teammate.
Very impressive. And I know we've kind of said Edge is the mini RPG map. Like, this isn't far off it either, to be honest. Like, obviously the backflips are the most wicked part of the map, but a lot of the kind of sections in general as well do kind of echo mini RPG, even if they aren't exactly in that style. You know, this kind of jump here, have to carry the speed forward. It's not quite what you'd call a mini RPG trick, but it wouldn't be completely out of place in a mini RPG map.
For sure. Obviously, Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to add on to that point. Right, I'm just gonna leave it. Beta Toast respawns, sending Ignite into first place. Oh my lord, that's a low flip. Did he make it? He made it. It's fine. Couldn't see him out the bottom of the camera, but forces a draw. Oh.
Yeah, this finish line goes a long way up and down. Oh,
yeah.
So it's going to be there. It is a draw. GxP, they're not on track point just yet, I should say. We'll move up to 6-5. And if Molotov can win the next round, tie us at 7-7, then all of a sudden the end of this map becomes very important for the complexion of this match.
Yeah, absolutely. If Molotov win this one, it's really, really good for them. And they will be on their final map pick as their match point. If GxP win it, we're back to 2-2, and things go through their natural cycle once again. This time, Beta Toast does not have a good start. Instead of being 5/10 ahead of everyone, he's about 5 seconds behind everyone, although Huso has also respawned there. Interesting place to make a mistake.
Yeah, very impressive. Sorry, I'm just food order.
Oh my lord. Stop saying food. I'm still thinking about making it.
Yeah. Ignite leads, and Molotov are in position to win this round. Tie us up at 7-7. Ignite, that's an awkward line. Doesn't survive. Henkin through in first place cleanly. Huso, you'd imagine we'll see pop up into second now. The question is, how far behind is Ignite? Has he dropped behind Beta Toast? Doesn't look like it. I highly
doubt it.
It would be impressive.
It would be very impressive if that... Okay, I don't think you could have taken that any lower or any further to the right, so wow. What a line from Huso, although Ignite's second respawn does send him behind Beta Toast.
Hey, you think you'd be impressed if he was behind Beta?
Yeah, off of that... Oh, hey, what were you saying? Huh?
What were you saying, Twiggy?
Damn. Guys.
Huge win for me.
You've been getting it right this whole time, and then you do that. Come on.
It does mean that it is GxP who pick up the round win, and therefore we are not tied at 7-7. We have GxP sitting on 8, the only team on track point heading into this round.
Sorry, I still don't kill feed in
That is full Bill Stickers is innocent, free Bill Stickers energy.
Free Bill Stickers, yeah.
Kill feed. Please don't kill feed. Feed is innocent.
Oh dear. Well, this time a lot closer of a start between all players. Harking back to the first couple of rounds of this one, before so many mistakes were made. You sound like Yoda there.
I did have a voice break in the middle of so
yeah, that's a fun one.
These things happen.
And Beta Toast leads.
Beta Toast is quick and has been quick, but has made enough mistakes for it to not necessarily be the deciding factor between these teams so far. But it could well be at this point with the score 8-6 in GxP's favor. Henkin is going to drop behind in fourth place, looking for a mistake to close things out in this round. Henkin, you're so far to the side, it'll still work out. Henkin carries a lot of speed, and Huso's crashed. Ignite is just trying to overtake Beta. There's not enough track left. Or is there? Ignite is there! Did manage to snipe Beta at the line. We'll go at least once more.
Ooh. Oh, my heart.
Wow.
Wow.
Genuinely, that's a pretty impressive snipe from Ignite.
That's a very impressive snipe, considering the the way this map is structured. To almost having no opportunities for an overtake at the end. Wow.
Yeah, it's a 9-7 round, Twiggy.
Yeah, means an ace is required here for Molotov, but if they do get that ace, it's all over. They managed to win the map.
Not the match quite, but it would really put them on the precipice of it. I mean, GxP are kind of in the mud with 3 map wins in a row needed. It's looking like GxP are going to close it out here at the moment. Beta Toast has consistently had the speed to get top 2. Now, occasionally has had some crashes, but in this round, it's looking okay. But Beta really can't afford a crash at the moment as Henkin sits in fourth place.
You did say that in a very early stage of the map.
Yep.
That was a scary one.
I'm here for drama.
Well, Huso has overtaken Beta Toast, and Ignite is well on the way to doing so as well, actually.
Oh,
so
boy.
it might not even need a crash at this point. It'd be wild if Molotov managed to get double overtake going on this one, and Beta Toast didn't even crash. But still, that happened. But that's really good speed. Hold on, Huso slowed down as well, though. Beta Toast might just get an overtake on Huso at the end. Who's going to get there first? Oh. Ignite does overtake both Beta Toast and Huso, but it is not enough. Round win goes to Molotov, but the map win goes to GxP at the end there. Wow.
Ignite hit the afterburners through that entire identity. And it wasn't quite enough, as Huso just dropped a little bit too much speed on those landings. And, well, map 5, Twiggy. Team's tied at 2-2.
Yeah. Got a little ways to go yet. And up next is Surf. Okay, another one of these maps where both teams are probably going to be quite confident. So this is going to be a very important map, I feel like. GeForce will be after it, so...
That's and look, as has been pointed, from what we've seen of Backflip so far, that was really close.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But like, as the tournament goes on, what we saw from Ignite there, and needing to get a good landing on that booster to get a huge amount of speed through the identity, like, I think you're just going to see that happen more and more as we see the teams get better and better, more and more practiced on it as well.
Oh, for sure.
That kind of landing, that kind of overtake, you got to get excited for seeing Backflip in some of the later rounds of this competition.
Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of these maps that are currently kind of considered too difficult or, you know, too wicked,
a little bit inconsistent, yeah.
Yeah, I think that is going to not be the case as we move forward. Not only because you know, the teams that are playing currently will have practiced some more, but obviously because the Grand League teams will probably show you exactly how it's meant to be done. And yeah, I think more consistency will happen, and these maps will be cleared up nicely.
Absolutely. We'll see how that does end up going, but for now we got to focus in on this one. In our first round here on Surf, Huso leads from Beta Toast, leads Ignite, but Beta Toast looking to overtake through this identity. Starts the turn very early. Huso then carrying a little bit more speed, but having to shed it before these final couple of turns. That final turn is going to be so important. Huso goes in early. First to the line is Huso. Beta Toast second, and Ignite third means Molotov take a round win.
Good times all around. Oh, actually, wait, never mind. I thought it was 101.9 from me. Like, wow.
Whoa, that's so quick.
Yeah,
it's
not
about
quite
a second away from world record.
Yeah.
Still, pretty solid.
Yeah, pretty solid indeed. Yeah. And both teams are really going to be fighting with everything for this map. I think, obviously, Molotov want to win it because it's their map pick. GxP want to win it because if they do, they're moving on to GeForce, which is a very divisive map. And since that is their map pick, you would have to peg them as the favorites.
They could pull a trident, you know? Keep things kind of even right up until map number 5. Win your opponent's map and then just take it home on map 6 on a map that you're very comfortable on.
Yeah. Well,
for trident,
we haven't seen that happen today yet.
Well, no, explicitly we did. I referenced it in calling it a trident.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that, but that game didn't happen, you know?
Oh, okay. It does feel like yes, almost at this point. That was a long 5-hour break.
It was, yeah. Yeah, it's actually a different day for me, I think, mentally, you know?
Yeah, it's true.
Either way.
It's going to be close at the finish line once again, but it's mostly close between the two teammates from Molotov, as they have less than a tenth separating. Nearly less than 100? That is. It's 4,000 separating them at the end. Huso and Ignite, very close together, and that means they hold on to their 1-point lead.
Pull a trident sounds kind of hostile. You know what? There were people spearfishing while I was in Greece that were using a spear that was shaped like a trident, so it had mini trident points. It was basically like a long fork. It was so cool.
That's
like
pretty sick.
It was a spearfishing spear that was a trident. So cool.
That is kind
I've
of
never
sick.
seen it, but surely, okay. At what point does this end? Right? Okay. 1 prong for spearfishing. 3 is cool as well.
Yeah.
Gives you more surface area. Catch more fish. Surely.
True.
Like, more likely to hit your target.
Well,
can you not just make like a rake at that point? Throw it into the water and you're more likely to catch fish?
If you did simply spear every point in the ocean at the same time, you would catch
what I'm saying.
All the fish.
That's what. So why don't they do that? Why is spearfishing only use one thing? Why don't they put 6,
at some
10,
point
8?
Friction and
94.
water velocity comes into it. That's another draw. Yeah, it's just got to come down to drag in the water, Twiggy.
But at what point is there diminishing returns?
Like pretty rapid, somewhere between 3, 5, and I feel like 7 is starting to get bad.
Okay, sure, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, depth charge is also probably not allowed for fishing, along with fragmentary mines, frag grenades. Depth charges are scary.
You don't need a heavy spear to I'm not going to use that word, to spear a fish, though.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be heavy, it just needs to be sharp and have a prong on it.
That's true. Although, but like it also needs to move quickly enough through the water.
I mean, it needs to be like heavy enough. Sure.
Yeah, well, like it doesn't even need to be that heavy as long as you can just put a lot of thrust behind it.
Yes, if you're strong enough. But then again, it was like, I think it was very much like send my kids off to do something that
that's
like
the scariest thing. You see people spearfishing in like, you know, Greece or down in Croatia, and it's always like 12-year-olds, and you're like, that is a gas-powered weapon that has a spear attached to it.
Oh no, it wasn't a spear gun.
Oh, I saw a 12-year-old with a full-on spear gun.
Oh, that's wild. No, it was literally just a spear with a rope at the end of it.
Well, that's less exciting. That's true. Fishing Mania to go along with Trackmania and Shoot Mania releasing any day now, I'm sure.
I've never been fishing, and I would feel bad for the fish, so I don't.
You can release them. You don't have to kill them.
Oh yeah, I know, but if you're gonna, well, we were talking about spearfish. There's not much of a chance the fish survives.
Catch and release less effective with spearfishing.
Yeah, that's
very true.
And look, I don't know. I'd still feel bad for the fish. Like what? You're just causing it pain to look at it. Like say hi.
I mean, that's how I feel when I'm asked to go into the office instead of working from home. I'm just being caused pain so people can look at me.
Tormenting the other fish by throwing an impaled one back.
Jesus Christ. It's mental torture. Ignite is very close with Beta Toast in a round that decides who goes ahead and potentially who moves up to track point at the moment. If Ignite can win this race to the line, it's good for them. Ignite is very close. Won't quite manage to beat out Beta Toast. It's another draw. We stay at 6-6.
Yeah, the times are getting gradually better and better as well. It's getting more difficult for the players in third, fourth to keep up with everyone else at this point. You know, at the start, we were set in 102s. Pretty easy for everybody to stay in one group, and now we're getting towards the kind of mid 101s and things are getting a little more difficult, and the pack is starting to split apart a little.
We've seen Huso struggle to kind of get up all that much, but I think it's Henkin definitely who is struggling the most at the moment. There is another little bit of a touch on the wall, and it's putting a lot of pressure on Beta Toast as well.
Yeah, I think a big part of that is that you're seeing 12% first places for Henkin, and I'm yet to take a look at Beta Toast, but it is 41. Yeah, that's I think heavy lifting is a term I would use.
Yeah. Well, it's another round of that as Beta Toast leads from Huso and Ignite, and Huso gets an awkward landing into that water, bouncing a lot, but still has the speed to catch back up. Wide line to recover that speed. Beta Toast under pressure will turn in very quickly. Huso's great speed, but it's not going to be enough to catch at the line as Beta Toast holds off once again, and Henkin overtakes Ignite to finally put some separation between these teams. GxP moved to track point.
Ignite really went for it, and then bonking there is bad because you can't make it to the finish line anymore.
Yeah, like you're full fragile. If you crash, you actually just can't make that finish.
Yes, it is pretty much impossible. You could probably glide there if the crash was like in the direction of the finish, but
Beta Toast is stable toast.
Stable release toast.
Yeah, pretty good joke. You know, I'll give you that. Yeah. Molotov, now, they do need an ace to win from here. They've been threatening it. Beta Toast has been holding them off. It has been heroic from Beta Toast for probably 4 or 5 rounds in a row now. But if Beta Toast falters a little bit, then all of a sudden Molotov still just take the win. They are the team that moved to match point.
A lot of weight on your shoulders does mean that if you make one mistake, it's pretty much over. Just like that. And, well, not only is pretty much over, in this case, it would be over immediately if Beta Toast made a big enough mistake, but it'll get there. In first place, 101.5, a very good time. Huso and Ignite in second and third. It's a draw. Once again, we're in that position where anything could happen.
Beta Toast has just turned this into draw after draw, grinding it out, and this is Molotov's map pick, right? And you can understand why. Huso and Ignite are both looking really practiced. They're both looking very consistent. Yeah. But Beta Toast is a machine right now, just grinding out first place times over and over. With Molotov not able to get past Beta Toast, that's been the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see if that keeps happening here. Obviously, when you've got that much weight on your shoulders, making a mistake is sometimes even more easy to do. That pressure on you. But Henkin this time keeping up with his teammate. And has overtaken Huso already. Could definitely just close this one out no matter what happens.
The random ace for GxP to close the round out, to close the map out, to put them in the lead, maybe. BetaToast leads from Henkin, and it's 2 players in blue trying to chase down, looking for a mistake at the end here. Henkin maybe with a little bit of one, a little bit too wide on that corner. There's room to catch back up, but as they tried it, neither player from Molotov could get past. It's an ace for GxP. It's match point.
Oh, wow. I don't think... when we looked at this one, obviously we were thinking this is probably going to be the closest series of the day. Not sure. I mean, if you look at the predictions, nobody really, apart from Pac, thought the GxP would be winning this one. So this is an interesting one. Obviously, you know, in the course of a full series of a best of 7, if you make one mistake in a certain map, it's very difficult to make your way back through it. Right now, it is looking pretty likely that GxP can take this one.
Yeah, and well, here is those predictions as a reminder, and I think the most important one right now is Pac looking to catch up to our ORL on a 75% success rate. Everyone else is a little bit in the mud after the Sprout match. Well, actually, I think we're probably... Are we hitting a point where everyone will be on 75% or 50%? Yes. I don't remember.
Pretty much,
it's getting close.
Chat predictions are at 17% to GxP, so big payout on its way, very possibly.
Yeah. Could well be, and it's hamster map. Yay.
Yay.
I do like this map. It's just
I like this. I enjoy this. I enjoy this map quite a lot. BetaToast has respawned already. I think slid out, and that sets Molotov up for a good start here. But it looks like Henkin trying to take the weight back onto his own shoulders here. And, keeping up here with Huso so far.
It was wobbly from Ignite on the exit of the bobsleigh, but still managed to not hang a wheel over the edge, which was so common last week for pretty much every team. A lot of time, it feels like, has gone into making sure that that bobsleigh turn works for everyone.
Yeah.
Well, it's been working.
Yeah, I mean, if one team clears that up and you don't, you're losing every round. Pretty much. 100%. That is one of the real only places you can make a big kind of loss in time that is not a full crash. The round does go to Molotov. Convincing time from Huso. Nothing insane, but enough to get it done. We'll see what happens when BetaToast has a clean round, but it's looking good for Molotov so far. At the very least, consistent times. Or, well, we're not going to say consistent. It was one round, but you know, good enough times to beat out most rounds.
Absolutely. And I mean, Paco's world record on this map is pretty nuts. It is very fast at 112.2. Yes. And did that in live rounds as well. So, you know, we'll see if anyone can get near that in this match, but you don't need to be setting round-winning laps, to be managing to set times that will win you this map. But Molotov really do need to be the team to start to find those times, and this is suddenly starting to look like maybe an ace. Ignite taking a wider line does come through with more speed. You do have your choice of lines through that turn. Yeah. We've seen less people go for the full outside. BetaToast fully slid out.
Once again, on a dirt section as well, same as before, leaving his teammate to pick up the pieces once again, and whether or not he can even scrounge out a point out of this round is not looking insanely likely, as Huso has just entered this whole area with more speed. Henkin clips a wheel on the edge of a bobsleigh. That is pretty much guaranteed to be an ace for Molotov here, and it's very possible we go to map 7 if they keep this up.
And that would mean we have a 33% win rate on maps that your team picked in this match.
Yeah.
Which, maybe time to do some serious thinking for whichever team does make it through into the middle stage of the World Championship.
It's look, a learning situation. You know, we're still in the qualifier stage of the the wildcard stage. Sorry, of the World Championship tournament. So hey, look. We still got time to learn. It's fine. You're not playing up against the big dogs yet.
Yep. You want to bark again?
No.
Okay. Just checking. You're the one who said dogs.
If anyone else asked if I wanted to bark for them, I would do it, but not you.
That's entirely fair. Here is that wider line around the outside, and maybe a little bit more speed then for the players in blue going down the hill. Molotov will get one overtake done, potentially a second one as well. Huso does hold the lead. Ignite has not managed to catch back up. Draw position at the moment, and Ignite has to play that very safe.
The first highlight my message of the stream is bark for us. Hold on. Okay. Beta Toast trying to catch up with Huso here. Henkin right behind. An overtake is very possible here. Beta Toast does seem to have more speed. If he gets a good line through this, no, not quite. Keeping that draw intact is a good time from Huso. 112.8. I don't know if I want to bark.
You feel
How tall are you? How tall are you, person who highlighted them?
Damn it. Twiggy.
Are you a 6'2" woman?
Oh dear.
Oh no.
It's a good thing.
I want everyone to know that what is said on this stream is not indicative of my.
I'm playing a character.
Yeah, I'm playing a character. I always do. Wink, wink.
The hamster map continues.
How much of this is me being silly, and how much of it is real? This is the game we play when you listen to me casting. Is how much.
God, of it is actually... what a great time for your Twitter to pop up there.
Yeah, that's great.
Follow for slightly unhinged tweets. Follow
yeah,
the Twitter
you should
for
see my private.
Tweets.
You should see my private.
And then follow Twiggy's channel for fully unhinged streams.
Yeah.
It's true. Well, there's an ace.
Yeah.
Really important. Wasn't quick. Was big mistakes in the middle of the track from Molotov, really, that gave that one over to GxP. And Molotov can't afford that. They really can't at this point.
No, they found the least emote.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. The subtle dog whistles I've put in my emotes. They've come out to play.
Dog whistles? Oh no. Yikes. Yikes.
Again, all a character.
All a character. None of this could possibly reflect on any feelings that anyone has in real life.
Yeah, no. No.
GxP can win. Yeah. I'm bringing this back on topic.
Yeah, no, good. Thank you.
That was on topic.
Yeah.
Huso goes wide, carry speed. We've seen players go wider. I think it was Wizzy went even wider than that through that turn and like literally carried about 20 more speed than anyone else into that turn. Nobody getting that brave with it at the moment in this match, but Molotov are definitely taking that turn a little bit wider. We have seen people have to take that a little bit flat a couple of times now. Ignite does it, but it works out better than Henkin's turn as Henkin fully respawns heading towards the identity.
Yeah. Pixito's still well out ahead in first place though. Ignite and Huso behind, but not with enough speed, to catch up. I don't think unless there is any kind of mistake happening, anything is going to change here. So 7-6 will be the scoreline. It's a very good time from Betito. So 112.5 is insanely convincing.
We are into full caster mode now, Twiggy, unfortunately. For at least a couple of rounds. At least until the end of the map. Yeah. We play it serious.
Yeah. I like how I put that as a brief kind of reprieve before we get started with caster mode. I like how I put that on my channel as casting like in game, like while I'm playing.
It works when we're meant to be actually casting.
Yeah,
because that is the situation. Right. GxP hold on to a lead for the moment, but Huso, the player with speed, means cruising straight through into first place as that slow from Henkin, and here comes Ignite from behind as well. Currently the position for a draw. Expect that to change. Everyone close enough together that there will be a lot of shifting. Yeah, still very close, and both Molotov players take that outside line on the dirt. It'll give them better exit speed, but how much does that really matter when you're going into the bobsleigh here? Things are going to be equalized pretty evenly here. Huso takes over first position very handily with that bug slide.
Beta Toast right behind Ignite, taking up third place, ready to pounce on a mistake from Beta Toast if anything does happen here, but not many mistakes do usually happen towards the end of the map. Maybe a wheel clip on the bobsleigh as you leave the sign there. Beta Toast, does he have more speed than Huso? It's good. I'm not sure if it's enough to get an overtake done. It may actually be. No, not quite. I don't think he's going to get there in time. Oh, if Huso does that, he will. Ooh.
Hey, Beta Toast wins the round, as expected. It's 8-7. Molotov need a win, GxP need an ace, but both teams are on track point. For GxP, that means match point. Keep your eyes on Henken, has been the player struggling a little bit more maybe than Beta Toast, although Beta's struggles on dirt have definitely been apparent in this map.
Yeah, absolutely, and as we get closer and closer to the end of this map, things get a lot more difficult here. For GxP to hold on to it. Obviously, 3 points away from winning the whole series. Tantalizingly close, but Molotov only need a round win to get over the line now. A draw would be fine for GxP. It's not the end of the world, but it would put them in an awkward situation once again. Things pretty close. In the middle of the round, that's not close anymore. Huso's gone from first to fourth position.
Uh-oh.
The first hung wheel we have seen of the whole map. And it comes at the worst possible time for Molotov. Now they have given away an aceable position here for GxP. Ignite tries to take as much speed as possible into that one. Exit speed is good. May just get the overtake done on Henken at the very least. Can he get more speed than Beta Toast? That's not looking likely whatsoever, but he's at the very least got that first overtake done and may just be able to force them into another round. It is not the round win that they want. Oh, no! He missed!
Ignite! Oh, no! All of the hard work was done. Ignite had got the speed into the identity, was holding on to second place. It was clean. It was plenty. There was no need to risk that final jump and exit quickly. But Ignite goes for it, and ultimately GxP get the ace. They get the match win. GxP are going to a Trackmania World Championship.